Being broke is a choice. 100% a choice. I don't give a fuck how you grow up. How you grew up. Being broke. If you broke right now, bro, it's 100% your fault. 100% your fault. It's nobody else's fault.
So I'm pretty sure you've heard the name Elon Musk, DDG, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. What do all these people have in common? I'll tell you. Delayed gratification and self-confidence.
Whether you believe it or not, I've been working my ass off for the past 6 years straight. And I've been working on my craft, whether it comes from music, making videos, anything. You know, I put my hard work and effort into it. And even when I'm down or it's not going the way I wanted to go, I never gave up and I kept going.
So you mean to tell me you also went through obstacles? You mean to tell me you also had failures? You mean to tell me things didn't always go the way you wanted to go? You mean to tell me you stuck through it even when you did not see the progress you wanted to see? You mean to tell me that it took you 6 years to get to where you ultimately wanted to be? You mean to tell me that you never gave up on yourself even when it didn't look like you were going to make it? That formula seems so simple, but why can't we recreate it? Watch this.
In the middle of a pandemic, and I'm not talking about a sickness or a virus or anything like that. I'm talking about an attention span pandemic. Every single day, we are losing our ability to focus more and more and more. With the rise of the internet, people are becoming more and more reliant on the instant gratification or dopamine or satisfaction they get from things that the internet brings, such as video games, such as social media, and other digital experiences like those. Our susceptibility to every single little urge that our primary little monkey brain wants to indulge in is becoming harder and harder and harder to manage.
So you're telling me most people are only interested in watching the people on social media with the nice cars and a lot of money and a nice house and nice clothes, but not actually willing to try to put in the work to achieve the things that those people have. They only want to watch it from afar, but not see the work that's behind it, because they're scared to replicate it, because they're not willing to put in 10 years of work to achieve something that they see.
Almost 21 years old. I'm going to school even though I know I should just be doing business or becoming an entrepreneur. What do you say? Just finish school and do it, or what do you think?
Well, let's break it down. Why are you staying in school? Are you doing it for your parents? Are you doing it for yourself? Or do you still have some thoughts that an education is a good backup plan? Like, what's your truth? Don't bullshit me, Ren.
Honestly, self-doubt, and that's it.
I love you for that. I love you so much, Ren, for that. So now the question becomes, why do you have that? What do you have in your history that creates that? Have you been able, the one thing that allows kids to make the jump if they have self-doubt is if they have a history of making money. What allowed me to never be scared was I knew I could make a dime. Have you had selling or entrepreneurial background as a teenager, as a kid? Have you ever made money selling shit?
Oh yeah, dude. I was like in third grade. My friends were playing outside, and my family didn't have money, so I was mowing lawns and washing cars, and doing all that stuff. I used to get in trouble in middle school because I used to sell candy bars during class.
Ren, let me ask you a question. Are you willing to live in your parents' home or somewhere else, like real super ghetto basement, like with 7 friends? Like, do you need to be fancy because you want to hook up and play that part? Or do you want to, like, if it's burning you inside and you're willing to live very humbly and eat shit food for a while and not have fancy things and just work on your business, then you can make that jump. You know, that's really what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that they would, but I know myself, and I would be fine. I mean, when I went to my first year in college, I was debating on sleeping in my car just to save tuition money so I could open something up.
Listen, Ren, I mean, to be very honest, just even going through this talk, I think you win either way. If you want to take these next couple of years, work out your doubt issues, and maybe get into a place where you can Phil, can you answer that question? Because I got Tyler tied up in the show. And you can, you know, if you want to work out those issues and get into a place where you have some fun and not have that responsibility and you want to go out and party and things of that nature, I think that's super fine. But I also think that asking you those questions, I think you're in a place, you can't tell them I need 15 minutes, let them know. I think you're also in a place where you'll be okay if you make that jump. I think you're in a good spot either way. I like your vibe.
So you're saying self-confidence is just knowing I'm capable of doing something, knowing I'm capable of achieving what I want to achieve. But then the contrary to that is, how much am I willing to sacrifice to achieve what I want to achieve? How much am I willing to give up to achieve what I want to achieve, how long am I willing to wait to get to where I want to be? But without the sacrifice and knowing that I'm capable of doing the action, I will never, ever get what I want in life. I'm going to just sit around and be scared and never try anything because I'm so scared of trying to fail or trying to win. Now, before you go run off with all the information, go listen to this now.
Called the marshmallow test. The test was done in the 1960s on hundreds of children, and it went like this. They went to the children and they gave them one marshmallow, and they said, you could either eat this marshmallow right now, or you can just leave this on the table, and if you leave it on the table for some period of time, maybe 20-30 minutes, I'll come back and I'll give you a second one. So essentially, you gave kids the opportunity to delay their gratification and not eat the marshmallow and then get double the reward, and you gave them the opportunity to not delay their gratification and then just indulge instantly. And the experiment is extremely famous because the researchers followed these children for the next 40 years in their life, and they found that pretty much all of the children that were able to delay gratification were more successful in all areas of their life. They were healthier, they had better social lives, they were more financially successful, they were less substance abusing, and overall, they were just better humans. They were just participating in society better. It was made painfully obvious that delaying gratification was a definite factor of success, and that if—
What I've taken from all this information given is good things come with time. Great things are built over time. The Empire State Building wasn't built last night. The world wasn't built overnight. The refrigerator that you put your food in wasn't built overnight. The TV you watch TV on wasn't built overnight. Great things take time. You have to plant the seed and then let it build. If you just plant the seed and not watering it consistently and feeding your plant, it's never going to grow. So if you have that idea in your head, feed it and water it every single day, and understand that it might take 3 months for that plant to grow, it might take 7 years for that plant to grow, but you have to be in it for the long haul. If you're only in it for the nice, shiny things in the beginning, don't do it. You have to be in it for the long haul. That's how things are gonna last. We're here for longevity. We're here for generational wealth. We're not just here to get a little bit of money and then lose it all. Because making money is a skill. And once you learn how to make money, you'll never be broke ever again in your life. Because there's a show, Undercover Billionaire, where they put undercover billionaires on in a random town and they plop them in there. And somehow these people who have no money, no nothing, and they come out building $1 million company in like 3 months. How? Because making money is a skill, but it's a skill that's learned over time. It's not learned overnight. It's a skill that's learned over time, not overnight. So really evaluate what you want to do. Plant that seed. Plant that seed and let it grow. I love y'all boys. Miracle 5K out, man.